Well, gentlemen, you might want to hide your kids and wives tonight, because you see, today we got these alien bozos to talk about. We got a ton of conspiracies out of our hands. Like this video if you like it, subscribe if you're brand new. We're gonna get in right now, immediately. Shout out to these people recording these videos. Shout out to That Is Impossible. And most importantly, shout out to you guys for being here as well. Roll it.
Have you ever stopped to wonder about the mysteries that may lie within the Grand Canyon?
Not really, but a little bit maybe now, I guess. Absolutely. Damn, that's an alien bastard right there.
We're driving back from Yuma, Arizona, and I look up in the sky. It's kind of hard to tell. What?
Holy crap. Yeah, this one, right? You know, this clip actually reminds me, I'm not sure if you guys actually heard this or not, but last year was insane news. It was breaking every news on the planet. They said that they shot down a UFO, right? Like in Canada, around the borders, the US and Canada, right? Earlier in the year, last year. You remember that? One in the comments if you do.
I mean, it's a beautiful place to look at, to take pictures, and to visit. But what if I told you that maybe there's much more to it than anyone would ever imagine?
Love it.
It was an era of giants, dinosaurs, bears.
The way you said it, man.
And what if I told you that in the 1900s, a supposed archaeological find was published in the Arizona Gazette? An archaeological find that would shatter absolutely everything we know about humanity.
Love it.
And it was supposedly covered up, making it possibly one of the greatest cover-ups in human history. And if all of this isn't strange enough to make it even weirder, to this day no one knows exactly if it did happen or not. Well, today we're gonna be taking a look at pictures, videos, and evidence that may actually support some of these archaeological finds. Are you guys ready?
Guys, control your dragons, don't go in the dark tunnels like that. But holy crap, you saw the skeleton? Yeah, of course there are a lot of conspiracies with the giants as well. Do you guys believe that? Oh, I'm hyped for this one. Oh, hella hyped for this one.
That's just a bone, right?
That is a bone.
I mean, they told me that was possible.
That's not a bone, that's an entire bonezo right there, bro. An entire T-Rex, I would say, right?
Beautiful places in the world. Known as one of the most mysterious and beautiful places in the world, the Grand Canyon is visited by thousands of tourists every single day. It is one of the most studied landscapes in the world, with extensive fossil records and a multitude of geologic features and rich archaeological history. In 1908, President Roosevelt wanted to declare the Grand Canyon off limits to all timber and mining operations, and feeling that this could be a final opportunity to explore minerals like gold, silver, and copper, explorer and researcher G.E. Kincaid took a boat down the Colorado River.
Damn.
He wanted.
Can a brother just get like 2 grams or, okay, no, scratch that. 2, okay, only 2, but 2 megatons of gold or something? I'm only asking for 2, man. And then, you know, we can split between us too, guys. Like the video if you agree.
To see if he could find something in the area before it was completely closed off to the public. So G.E. Kincaid and Professor S.A. Jordan, both explorers and supposed archaeologists working for the Smithsonian, set off the Colorado River to explore the Grand Canyon.
So you're saying at one point it was available to access, but then they closed it off? Is that area
about 42 miles upstream from the El Tovar Crystal Canyon and 2,000 feet up the canyon wall? G.E. Kincaid and S.A. Jordan spotted what appeared to be some sort of stairway that led to a huge cave. And at this point, they did what anyone searching for minerals and gold would do, and they went inside the cave. Now this is where things take a
Don't let your dragons go in the dark caves, guys. Be careful with that crap, bruh.
turn and become really, really strange.
Okay, love it, love it,
According
love it.
to Kincaid, the entrance to the cave was described as a tunnel-like passageway that was large enough to accommodate several people walking side by side. He also describes that 60 feet into the entrance you'll find, branching off to the right and left of the cave, a number of rooms the size of living rooms that have these oval-shaped entrances and ventilation systems. Little by little, Kincaid and S.A. Jordan started realizing that whatever it was that they found was possibly some sort of ancient underground city, just like the ones we see in Turkey and many other places throughout the world.
No! Oh, I love this, bro.
But it doesn't stop there.
It never
They went
does.
even further, and they found what appeared to be some sort of cross hall, several hundred feet long, and sitting in the middle of it, some sort of huge statue that resembled a Buddha statue with a lotus flower in each hand.
That's crazy.
From now on, there are a couple of branches to this story, and one of them states that Kincaid and S.A. Jordan returned from their exploration to pass this information over to the Smithsonian to gather more men to actually explore this underground city, being that it was huge. Now, according to this article that was published in the 1900s by the Arizona Gazette, G.E. Kincaid and S.A. Jordan returned to the cave, now with an expedition backed up by the Smithsonian and financed by S.A. Jordan himself. They go deeper into the cave, and what they found would completely shatter absolutely everything we know about human history.
So it didn't get
According
them
to the
baffled?
article itself, they found copper tools, including knives, spears, and other objects. They also found...
And let me guess, those spears were actually very, very big, as though a giant would use them, right? I'm guessing that. I'm guessing like that's where the giants were living at the time, maybe, perhaps.
Carved into the cave wall and other objects. They also found carved into the cave walls what looked like Egyptian hieroglyphs, which would make no sense, being that they were in the Grand Canyon, United States.
Yeah.
There was also a perfectly polished granite stairway that led deeper into the cave, and it was perfectly smooth, as if it had been carved with some sort of advanced technology.
Oh, that's hella suspect. Hella suspect. Hella suspect, man.
What is going on?
So you're saying, can you not visit those areas now, or can you do it? Because yeah, he said something about back in the 1908 they were mining for gold, and then they put restrictions on, you cannot go there. Now can you? I mean, of course you can go there, but maybe there are specific areas that where you cannot go. There, of course, in the world of ours, there are specific areas where you cannot go. So that's hella suspect if that's the case to this day for Grand Canyon, or at least some areas of the Grand Canyon.
Oh my god. What is going on?
Oh, that gasp, huh?
It's coming apart.
Yeah, they're multiplying right now. So it's on top of the pyramid? What the hell? Did this happen in Egypt, or? Because there are pyramids in other countries too.
And by going even deeper into the cave, this is most likely the reason, if the story is true, why it was covered up. Upon reaching one of the largest chambers, they found what looked like several holes on the walls that appeared to be slanting back at an angle of about 35 degrees. And inside these holes, they found what appeared to be giant humanoid mummies.
There we go, man. Like, yeah, as expected. Yeah, this is a big conspiracy here, folks, and all of these pictures that I'm seeing, all that, this reminds me of a game, Uncharted. Have you guys ever played Uncharted? I mean, my main channel is about gaming, but Uncharted, for those of you that are not into video games, Uncharted is one of those games where you are treasure hunting, right? So I guess they were treasure hunting and also history hunting too, and this is insane. This is crazy. So they got like skeletons, bones found. Yeah, okay, now this is crazy. I'm assuming this is for the public to view. You got the skull,
now, it's
human
very
leg.
important to state that this fantastic story may actually be just a hoax. However, it was indeed published by the Arizona Gazette in 1909 in 2 different articles. The first article was published on March 12, 1909 with the title G.E. Kincaid Reaches Yuma, and it was a short but interesting announcement that Kincaid was the only second person to make this boat trip down the entire course of the Colorado River.
Okay.
24 days later, on April 5th, 1909, the newspaper ran a follow-up story to their first article, except that this time it was a full front-page coverage on the discoveries that G.E. Kincaid had made in the Grand Canyon. However, things take a very strange twist.
Love it.
When you go over to the Smithsonian and try to call them to get more information on G.E. Kincaid and S.A. Jordan. Many people have done so after this article was published. I mean, you can imagine why. And the Smithsonian always says, very politely, that no, there is no record of Kincaid or any archaeological findings.
Of course they would say that, but one thing that I want to get clarification on, so people were calling them back in 1908 when the story was published originally, or you mean you're talking about like recently? That's the one I want to know.
Regarding an Egyptian cave of some sort in the Grand Canyon. But here's where things take a really strong turn and become stranger and even more mysterious than everything that I've told you until now.
Love it. Yeah, let's get
After
baffled.
researching a bit about the topic, I found a very interesting article in CNY Artifact Recovery, posted on January 2014, that states, S.A. Jordan was actually sent to the Grand Canyon by the Smithsonian to investigate the information that was reported by John Wesley Powell. So this would quickly explain all the confusion why G.E. Kincaid and S.A. Jordan are not listed under the Smithsonian. It's a dead end. And doing a quick research on John Wesley Powell, you'll find that Major John Wesley Powell was actually first director of the Bureau of American Ethnology at the Smithsonian from its founding in 1879. He was also in the U.S. Army and former director of the United States Geological Survey.
Damn.
But there's more. In 1870, he was the first American to lead an expedition throughout the Grand Canyon to scientifically investigate the Colorado River. So this man might actually have found something there that G.E. Kincaid and S.A. Jordan got interested in.
What I got.
Gold, minerals, or maybe something else. Not only that, the Hopi tribe has already talked about the possibility of their ancestors at some point in time living in an underground city in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah,
Which is
crazy.
the origin point. Our ancestors inhabited previous worlds before this one.
This cave was home to a race of people who would take anybody prisoner who enters the cave. And
Okay.
one such story, and
You know, like what this reminds me of? The North Sentinel Island, which apparently belongs to India and is closer to India, and they have like a whole tribe that is completely isolated from the rest of the world. So imagine like nothing, right? Like, and whenever they tried to contact them or go closer, they would come out with their arrows, spears, and they would start like attacking you. Some people have also died, tried to talk with them or go, and now apparently they have left them abandoned. So when stuff like that exists, yeah, I mean, for sure, stuff like this exists as well, where there are tribes and people just completely isolated, like, you know what I mean, that don't want to be bothered.
anybody prisoner who enters the cave. And one such story, a native called Anzip, who was an elder of the tribe,
Oh, look at the text on
told
the walls.
him of two maids who entered the cave and were never seen again.
Holy crap.
Finally, after many years, they emerged. And they told how they were taken into this beautiful world.
So the deeper we dig, the stranger it gets. But it gets even stranger if we start to analyze why there was a need to cover this story up.
The giants, perhaps?
I would probably focus on two main points in this story, and one of them is the giant humanoid mummies and the Egyptian hieroglyphs and artifacts that were found inside the cave.
Crazy.
They don't add up, but they would be a good reason to cover the story up entirely.
Yeah,
For instance, the giant mummies. Either they were some sort of alien reptilian race of some sort, or they were indeed giant humanoid beings. And there is evidence to support that maybe there were alien races that occupied Earth in a very distant past.
Outside of that, there's a whole realm of what I would call machining marks that exist all over these sites in Egypt. There's a place called Abu Sir that's been closed to the public for more than 100 years. You have to get special permission to go there. It's one of...
Bien, nos encontramos aquí en Chiclayo, en el Paseo Yortuque, y lo que más llama la...
You would need special permission to go there. Yeah, I don't like this one. Well, I'm here in Chiclayo. Let's just say Peru. My bad if I butchered it.
Bien, nos encontramos aquí en Chiclayo, en el Paseo Yortuque.
Well, I'm here in, Peru. The thing that most draws attention here is this statue of a reptile or iguana. It is said that this thing being interacted with humans, it is also said he lives in caves and was capable of many supernatural feats.
Evidence to support that at some point there were possibly giant humanoid beings living amongst us.
Oh man, look at that. Game.
Are depicting ancient commissions. Start with this scene, and we look at what we're looking at here. They're holding some type of structure with a snake inside. What is this? Now, we're taught that these beings represent the very ancient dynastic commissions, even though they're wearing dynastic headdress, the ancient commissions.
I mean, at this point, like, if you had feet that big, bro, you could have walked all around the earth just like that, bro. You would, a person like me, a person like you watching this video, would take you like a couple of minutes before you can run a mile. For him, it's just like, just like 2-3 steps. That's it. That's a mile right there, brothers. That's a mile right there. Damn, bro. Those feet big.
Represented here, these are the dynastic people, smaller. They're just observing what was already here. Now, the lotus here.
Oh shit, what?
This has been described.
Oh, look at that. Pump the brakes.
They're just observing what was already here.
What? Yo, that, look at that big ass head. The arms right, the body, the eyes right there, the mouth, the jawline right there. Damn, that looking different though. That does not look human.
Now, the lotus here nicely. This has been described first by Christopher Dunn as a Crookes tube, perhaps an electrical bulb. This seems to be working well. This is the Jed pillar, supposed to represent the backbone of Wizard, of Osiris. But here, it looks like it's what somebody said, a condenser, because it's working with electricity. And again, we're not talking wireless electricity, because it is plugged in. Plugged in. Now we switch to the other wall, and we look what's seen is over here. Again, and this is a very important symbol. This is supposed to be ancient commission. He's holding the bow, but here, the snake is being deflected. We have a creature here. We don't know what this creature is, but the important thing is what the texts say. This is a warning that this is a knowledge, a power that can be abused.
But again, these are just theories, but I'm going to show you guys some of the videos that supports this evidence.
Oh, this hieroglyph is one of the famous one, right? Like, yeah, the fact. Okay, so is this video real right now? Because yeah, he said that these hieroglyphs, these Egyptians hieroglyphs, are showing up in the Grand Canyon. Now, of course, we have seen this. You can see like a modern helicopter right here. This looks like a UFO saucer as well. It's crazy that someone actually made all this up like thousands of years ago, right? And these signs are also showing up in Grand Canyon. That's crazy. That's crazy. It looked like an animal turned what? Oh, that throat big, bro. What the hell? She got a big neck.
Muchas gracias a vosotros. Gracias.
What you're about to hear is real. My name is not too important.
Okay, no, that news reporter chick, that's weird, okay? But I'm laughing at this guy because I have seen this video before. Yeah, this is a fake video. This is a fake one. We saw this video like a while ago, and this one specifically, right? Nah, this guy, no, I'm not buying.
My name is not too important. The information that I'm about to tell you is extremely important. I was an intelligence specialist with the United States. Since then, if you watch my other videos, you realize that strange things have started to happen to my body. If you remember, my eye has started to get more of a slit and or I guess snake eye appearance.
Yeah, this
if
one.
you look at my other videos or what I'm adding right here, you can actually see up close what my eye looks like. If you remember, my body in certain areas.
The reason I'm not willing to believe this one, now lizard people might be real, okay, that the shapeshifters probably are real. I don't know, okay, I don't know, okay, like simple as that. I'll leave it right there. But this video, I'm not willing to believe it. I would believe it if, for example, you know, when he was closing his eye and opening up, if there was no cut and we saw him do that, where at one point he got normal eye, closes his and opens it up, and then lizard eye without any cuts whatsoever, I would have believed it a little bit then, versus this video that had a lot of cuts in it.
Like for example, if you look at my elbows on both sides, I'm growing additional limbs. My hands, my thumbs, they're extending and growing too.
The thing is, throughout the years, people have been observing certain videos that show some of these shape-shifting humanoids.
We got the green light.
Sometimes it just doesn't make sense, and in other times I would say that the videos are completely fake.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Who knows?
Thank you.
Maybe this was what Kincaid and S.A. Jordan had found inside that cave when they told about these giant mummies that they found. If this is the case, it would understandably be a very good reason to cover all this story up.
Guys, check out this video on the screen. This is the last episode that we've done. If you love this one, you're gonna love this one. We had a ton of clips. We had these alien bastards, these UFO bozos as well, and a ton of different conspiracies. Check out this video on the screen. If you have already seen it, then check out the video on the left.